Well, that's cool. Earlier today, the Nebraska Athletics announced the addition of women's flag football. It is the first addition to the sporting calendar since beach volleyball. And you gotta remember that beach volleyball is literally just the spring training program for the women's volleyball team. So, is that really an addition to a sport? Yes, but it's not their main sport. That's for sure. But okay, I mean, what was the NCAA just recently announced a day or two ago that they were going to sanction women's flag football in the lead up to the was it the Olympic Games 28. You know, fitting that the Olympic Games are going to be starting and the Winter Olympics are going to be starting soon. But you know, that's cool. And even better, it's not during the actual football season. It's going to be a spring sport because it will be coming spring of 2028. We will get it in roughly 2 years. Whether this will be a indoor or an outdoor thing is probably up to debate. I would assume, especially here, that it would have an indoor facility because I don't think you want to be playing flag football in February around here, unless we're like playing a full away schedule from January to March or something. Which that's yeah. Again, they have to say that, but we are apparently, allegedly, the first one to announce that we are creating a women's flag football team. Obviously, it'll take some time. It takes a lot of time to add a sport that isn't just a spring excursion for the for the women's volleyball team. Uh, but yeah, it's been flag football has done a lot of growth, has had a lot of growth, and the addition of women's is probably just because men's already have the regular one, so you might as well just have an additional one for women's. Okay, so what was it? I need to. Where's the scholarship limit? Yeah, so minimum of 12 games per season. Maximum is 24. So it's kind of like basketball where there really isn't no minimum or maximum amount of games. There's just a wide variety. So I would assume it's like six non. If we're gonna go like to the maximum, it's like six non-con games and then 18 conference. Which I mean, that would work. And if all Big Ten teams added one, then they could go for actually they would go for a seven non-con and then 17 conference because then you just play everyone once. I guess that would be the good play, but obviously I don't think all of the teams will add a women's flag football team. I do think they should because it's an up and coming sport. You might as well. But yeah. So it's not club. It's an actual varsity sport. That's why it's big news. It's not just the club team. We do have a club team. I know that because in the spring games or whatever, our team got destroyed by Midland. I think that's who it was. I'm not bothering to look it up now, but I'm pretty sure it was we played against Midland in NAIA school and got destroyed. That's because that's an actual team. The NAIA has some sort of weird. It's like technically an actual sport that has a championship, so there's that. So yeah, there we go. So approximately 15 by the fall of 26, and then 20 to 25 for when the actual season starts. Uh, yeah, I guess they'll start out with 20 first season, and then 25 because yeah, a long-standing goal of Title IX proportionality, and this is the big thing. The hope in me is that this could this amount of additional athletic scholarships can lead to eventually a men's and women's hockey program. the thing that we never started because of that dumb agreement that our current athletic director made when he was back at UNO. Bring back UNO football, please. They can compete in the Summit League, right? Or whatever other conference. Anyway. But yeah. 25. Yeah. No idea who we're going to be playing. We'll just see what other teams start existing. I'd imagine we would probably petition the Big Ten to add, to, try and get more teams to, actually show up, considering that not only did this guy make a statement, but also where is, Big Ten Commissioner, Tony Petiti. There we go. Yeah, hopefully we're able to have more Big Ten teams. I would like for there to be that, because then it'd be roughly the same financial level. Since we are the first Power Four, we have the most amount of, cash flow that any team has, unless an Ivy League school is doing it, but most of the Ivies are doing sprint football or something. Yeah. Yeah, this is the game that they were talking about. Husker Games weekend with taking on Midlands. Yeah, it was not fun. But again, varsity versus intramural. That's the big thing. Yeah, just football takes up so many scholarship spots. That's why the disparity looks kind of funny. But this one doesn't add anything. At least I don't think. Yeah, they're going to plan to hire some coach during the summer, at least before, the end of summer, and then add some assistants with that. That'd be obviously interesting for, anyone to come up to. And then, yeah. It'll be a while before there's, yeah. Okay, I figured this is what it would be. There possibility of informal competitions coming next spring, which I think would be nice to at least drum up support, at least get a, this, get a home facility, because 80 by 40. 80 by 40 is like, it's smaller. It's smaller, no. Smaller or roughly the same size as a soccer pitch? No, I think that's wrong. So, like, you could obviously put it in the current women's soccer stadium that we have, or you could put it somewhere else. That'll be, interesting. And they have to explain the rules. But, like, that's basically how football is. There's just no extra points, no field goals. Just go. Yeah. I'm just excited, like the current football team, the contact sport is it's just not all there yet. We'll have to see in the coming years by 28. But this will be nice, obviously, because more football is always good. Obviously, considering that it's a minimum of 12, maximum of 24, and we're going from a calendar that I thought they said was like January to May, which I hope would mean that they would push the college football schedule to not be as far out as it is now, because dear God, I was like, oh, the national championship already. Nope, I still have to wait until Monday. Oh boy. It's even funnier because, what is it? The next one is, oh, Jesus, yeah. Just, let's, 40 plan to sponsor. I think this is just like announcing that, hey, we're doing this. But, 60 schools, which is enough. I mean, it isn't, 130 that FBS has, but if we add an FCS, then it's, closer to 200 plus. So, obviously, not every big school is going to sponsor this. I mean, Some programs don't even sponsor baseball. So yeah, we'll just have to see how the cards play. Hopefully, there will be updates on you know infrastructure where we're gonna play, where they're gonna be playing. I would actually go to games. I mean, if the basketball team goes back to disappointing by 28, or just having that experience, you know, going to that is be interesting. Because 80 by 40, it's 3,200. Yeah, it's yeah, that's good. Just nice. We haven't, added a real sport in so long, and obviously, my hope that they eventually add hockey and just throw out the agreement. The real goal of that is for Omaha to finally have its football and wrestling programs back. Wait, I don't remember if they brought back the wrestling program, but I know they don't have football. Because, you know, that'd be nice having FCS school in town in state. Play them instead of any of the Dakotas. Yes, that's the whole reason why I'm scared of Dakota. Anyhow, I think that'll be it. Isn't obviously a big step for other sports to happen, and hopefully they'll be on something like Big Ten Plus, or on actual TV. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that'll be it for me. I'll see you guys for Bears playoffs. Goodbye.